it's the middle of August, my favorite month at the time of these recordings. I've been feeling a longing to create something in alignment with my heart, something without expectations, but that will install a sense of calm and satisfaction in me. And so I want to invite you to embark on this month's creative journey with me. Hi, so I haven't painted anything in a long time, especially anything realistic or more photorealistic, maybe more non-abstract. I've been going more into like surreal stuff recently or something more metaphoric, and I really feel this urge to just create something just, I don't know, chill and relaxing and just realistic. And I haven't painted any pets for a long time. Last time I think was maybe 2 years ago. So I thought maybe I will paint some cute cats on the window, just something to relax, and do it for myself, not for any classes or assignments. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I've realized I don't have any white canvas, so I have to paint over something I already started making. So this is like a painting I began at some point and abandoned. There's something about this momentum that I just lose if I don't complete the artwork in pretty fast time from coming up with it. Then I just lose the inspiration. I have this rule of 24 hours where I have to really complete it, or at least do most of the work on an art piece to not lose the momentum and motivation. So yeah, that one's a bit wasted, but yeah, we're gonna paint over it. Yeah, I just decided randomly to record the painting process. I don't know if it's gonna be interesting, and I don't know what will come out out of it, if it's gonna be any good. But yeah, I want to, during this summer, just take time to create art for myself and that I'm satisfied with. I remember those first pieces that I made of flowers and pets, and I just had a lot of time during that time. I was still in high school, and so they came out really good. And recently I feel like I was rushing things a lot. Like I was doing those assignments for uni because I study graphic design and we have painting classes too. So I was just doing the assignments, and we had like a few hours for it, while the more ambitious paintings I made took like tens of hours. So it's nothing in comparison. And of course, the better artist, the more skilled you are, the longer you have been painting for, the faster you can work. But I've only been painting for like 2-3 years, I think 3. So it really takes longer. So I like to just combine images I found on the internet in Photoshop or some other software, and to have this, like, because it's so difficult to find something that suits exactly what I'm imagining. And so I just come up with I find a couple images and I combine them, and then I just figure something out of them. So that's how I work usually. This is drying. Honestly, I'm moving to Italy, so I will be in the center of art and culture, and I hope it will really develop me in those areas. And as I was talking about the momentum, I feel like it's the same in life. Like, you sometimes just get this passion or urge to do something, and you have like this small window, the split time when you need to do it, when you need to do something about it, when you need to act on it, because then it will just like, you will lose that energy. And I know this is a new format again, because till now I've been more talking about what I'm thinking about my feelings and what I want to share with the world. But I thought that maybe part of my life or my creation could contribute to the world. Maybe it's interesting for someone. And yeah, there's also my Instagram for my art in the bio, so you can check it out. Also, I want to invite you to also sit down and create something, maybe even while watching this, because I enjoy the most hanging out with, just hang out when we create something together. Sometimes I invite my friends to just go on a picnic and just paint something. So if you want to, you can also make something. It doesn't have to be painting. It can be literally anything, or you can just watch it just like that. But yeah, I wanted to invite you to do this, just to collectively create something beautiful and meaningful. So I came back from work and it's dry. I didn't know if I'm gonna do any more painting, because I'm always so dead after work, and I am today too. But I feel such a creative flow that I just need to work on this. I really want to paint that cat. I even started drawing at work. I sketched out how I want it to look. The cat is gonna be bigger. Now I see it. Needs to be bigger. I also drew like this random shot of a cat. Yes, this is what I do at work. I mean, tell an artist to sit and just wait for clients at work. Impossible. I will create something. It calls for a candle for the vibes. I just love it. I love how candles make things so romantic, and I can romanticize my life then. Such a simple thing. Literally my setup. There's such a mess. But, you know, guys, at first there was chaos, then things emerged out of it. This is what I've got for today. It's getting late and I should go to sleep, so this is what there is. It's just basic colors, I would say. It will take a couple hours to complete this, but I like how it's starting to look. It's amazing to me the effect nature has on our brains. I know maybe I'm repeating myself a lot with this, but I really want to emphasize the importance of taking the time away from our daily tasks, worries, and problems. Whenever I'm in nature, I feel like they're all so small and all of a sudden unimportant. And I truly feel most inspired by it, by the details of it. I feel like the more I look at it, the more complex structures I notice, the more it all amazes me. when I see plants and animals, it makes me realize how weird the system we built is. They don't need to earn their living, they're just existing, and the world is providing for them. They always manage. I really wish it was the same for us, that we wouldn't put on each other such expectations, have negative attitudes, and assume others are gonna wrong us or are predators. So it's like 2 days later and I haven't done much painting since then. I was just working, and now it's almost 23 at night, so almost 11 p.m. and I decided this is the perfect time to paint. Very random, but I need to do it to keep my sanity. Sorry for the quality, because the light isn't the best here. It will be better during the day, definitely, but you never know when inspiration will strike. So yeah, I feel like really expressing myself right now, and honestly, this is like a good night's sleep for me, just to sit and paint, and it's really recharging. I don't know, guys, if you have something like that just recharges your batteries so well. Honestly, I don't often know how to express myself through words. I'm way better with visuals. I try my best, but sometimes I just want it to come out poetic, and sometimes I want words to be like art, you know? So to be able to paint with them like I paint with paints, you know? I don't know if I'm making sense right now, but the language seems very limited to me. There's even this fear of taking up space. I heard other people talk about it, like that we are so scared that what we are putting out there isn't worthy of anyone's time, and that's like such a mind trap, because at the end we're all one, so whatever we put out there, we put out to ourselves, so we shouldn't be ashamed of it. Of course, we manifest as separate beings in this reality, so it's sometimes difficult to remember that we are just one. So I've been painting for like an hour, and the sucky thing is that it takes approximately that much time for me to get into this flow state where it just comes to me naturally. I have this intuition what colors to put down, and I'm just in this flow but it takes some time to get into it. So yeah, at some point I have to go to sleep, and to be healthy about it and going to work tomorrow, that time should be now. But now I'm in the flow state, so it's like gotta go and do some compromises. But yeah, I should just invest time during the day, honestly, not do it late at night. But yeah, I'm pretty satisfied with how it's coming out. Like, we are getting somewhere here. I decided the sunflowers were way too small. I wanted them to really pop, so I'm making them bigger right now. Also the cat, excuse the tail, I will correct this. but I like how the colors are acting over here. I think I want to continue this everywhere. In natural photograph, that of course wouldn't happen, and that's what I love about painting, that you can get those effects by literally putting random colors on random places and it will still look good. We usually feel most inspired and creative when we are relaxed, and our work system prevents that. I usually get most creative downloads late at night because that's when all the tension comes down from me. Working at least 8 hours a day drains us physically and mentally and gives little time to pursue other things. They say the day has 24 hours, but the truth is it only has 12. So that leaves us with 4 hours at max that we spend on essentials like eating, showering, and running errands. And where's the time for passion in all of that? It's a system designed for mindless robots, not sensitive, intuitive beings that we are. And there's never gonna be agreement for that in me. That system is just way too crooked, and I decided it's my life goal to find ways to not work corporate jobs, to not feel like a slave and not feel like every day my energy is just getting drained. I decided to head to the countryside where my parents live to fully immerse myself in nature. Honestly, I hated this place as a child. I wanted to hang out with friends, go to events and parties, while my parents wanted to rest and have peace. I couldn't understand that, and I still wish we lived closer to the city during that time. But now I appreciate that I have somewhere to go when I get tired of the crowds and noise. I know that not everyone has this option. Most people are stuck in apartments in the city or places that they hate to live in, so I appreciate it even more. Look at this, guys. Look how fluffy this is. I don't know what it is, but it's so fluffy. So this is sort of an update on my art, but also on my life. Today I spent almost all day just in the park painting, finishing up my pieces. I mean, I don't know if they're finished. I don't think they will ever be finished. Maybe you can tell me if they are. But I think with art there's always something you can add to it or fix about it. So I'm keeping this open. Honestly, it just shook me how polite people there were and how nice just random strangers passing by can be. Like, I heard just countless compliments, not even directly to me, just people talking between each other or with their kids and saying like, that my art is good or something like that, and it just made my day every time. Or people just approaching me, even like I think 4 people approached me directly and said that they love my art, and that was just so sweet. But yeah, I also wanted to tell you guys about this book I've been reading, and also I feel like universe just sent it my way because I found it so randomly. I was just about to meet with a friend and I entered this random library, and this book just stood out to me. I just saw it and I read the title and I was like, damn, this is like talking to me. And the book is God is Always Hiring by Regina Brett. But it just spoke to me. I started like reading it through in the library and I was just like, wow, because it's written in a format of 50 chapters, and each chapter is like one lesson. She's talking mostly about her life and how she found her job and fulfillment in it and how you can find it. And I've only read like half of it and I'm really fast with it. I have to say, I usually really take my time with books, but this one I'm just like eating up. And the main takeaways I have right now, I wrote them down. So she puts pressure on how important even the shitty jobs are, like the jobs that you take as a student or something to just get any money or just to get by, that every job essentially gives you experience and like you learn things even in the worst places. And for example, right now I'm really grateful for my job because it's teaching me so much stuff. It's teaching me how to deal with difficult people, how to deal with bosses, how bad people's situations can be and how they treat others because of that. Also patience, all those things. It also is teaching me about who I am and what I don't want in my life and what job I don't want, because certainly I know now that this is not a job for me. So I think this is valuable, and this is also what Regina is talking about. And she also claims that it's helping you become the person that you're meant to be, because you are like crossing out all the things that you aren't and that you don't want to be. So this journey essentially helps us become who we truly are or who we want to be. I also liked how she talks about the universe always providing for us, and that it's important to have this trust that the world will give, and if you ask you will be given. And even when you feel like there's no place for your work or for your art, for example, or anything that you're making, I think there's always place for it. I think there will always be people that will like what you can do, what you can make, and you just need to find them essentially, which of course isn't always easy. But she's talking a lot about this trust and that we are given all these talents for a reason. It's not to be wasted, and sometimes people avoid using them or yeah, she even says that she avoided writing for most of her life because she was just scared to put herself out there. So yeah, even the Bible talks about how we are given talents and that we will be even punished for not using them, which I think is like a metaphor, but honestly maybe it's not. Maybe we are being punished by staying stuck in jobs we hate because we are not using the talents that we are given just like that. So maybe that's the punishment that the Bible talks about. And the last thing that I recently learned from this book is to give meaning to tasks that feel meaningless to you, like to the jobs that you take. For example, I work at a bike store right now, and it feels very deprived of meaning, like just very repetitive job that I often feel like I'm wasting time. But I started to try to switch this narrative and just look at it that I am helping people, that I am doing this service for them, that I'm there. If I wasn't there, then other workers would have way more work, and that I'm just supporting them. I'm supporting the customers with getting what they want, and that I am important there, and my job is important, and it has value, and that I'm choosing to help others. And I think switching that narrative is very important and helpful, especially if you feel like you're suffering in your job. So yeah, those are some updates on my life. I really recommend this book. If you're in a similar spot, then please read it.